Information. The name of the show is The One and Only. So, what I have is information of everyday life. There's a lot of things that are going on now, and y'all are lost. You really don't have people to help you. I've been in the industry for 30 years, and I am an advocate of civil law. The first thing I want to address tonight is all of these fucking scammers who are calling. Number one, I want you to know the FBI will never call you and say, I'm going to take you to jail. They're going to kick your door in at 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning. They're not going to send someone saying that they're going to send a warrant out to arrest you. Stop giving these people in India your money. And it's called Sector 5. There are billionaires stealing the United States people money and the UK. So the other thing that they do is they will pick a phone number, and that phone number is not the phone number that they are actually calling from. They use that phone number as a shield, so you will not be able to report them. Then when you call the number back, the person answers the phone and said, I didn't call you. So they're using a program that picks a phone number and just make it seem like that's the number they're calling from. The other thing that they're doing is they are targeting the seniors by scaring them. So if you get a phone call and when you answer the phone, you don't hear anybody, the reason why you don't hear anybody is because they're recording your voice so they can put it into a computer to pretend that maybe your grandchild or somebody needs to be bailed out, and then they tell you to go get these cards from Target, and the cards that once you give that money, there's no way to get it back. So be careful. There's a lot of things going on in the world. People are doing desperate acts and desperate measures all over the United States and outside the country. The other thing that they will do is tell you that you received a call or you're getting a call from the United States Treasury Department. The United States Treasury Department don't have enough money and resources to call all of anybody that they need to contact. Only time you'll get a phone call from the Social Security office is if you have an appointment. That's it. Everything else is by mail. The government uses least money to get what they need done. They got old systems they haven't even updated. So stop believing these bastards out there from India taking your fucking money. Stop it. Fuck them. Hang up on them. You know what I do when they call me? Well, today I got one. And the lady called me and I told her that I wasn't interested in whatever it was she had, but she proceeded to talk. So when she did that, I told her that I was sucking a dick. And I said, girl, I'm about to come right now. I bet you. She listened for about 3 minutes and then she hung up. That's what I do when they call. I give them sex. But it's not real sex, it's actress sex. So the next thing I want to talk about, this is very, very important. I posted this on Facebook. I posted it on Instagram. I need you to know that fact check is just regular people who think they know shit. I've posted things. I'm a researcher. That's what I do. I'm a nerd. So I research shit. And when I post something, I know for sure, but they don't want it to come through. But I've noticed that all the Caucasian persuasions get their shit on there. They even had a bitch on there showing her pussy. So how do those people get on? And every time I post something, I go to jail. Not now, but I used to go to jail for 6 months at a time. So this next this next thing I want to talk about is very important. I need people to know about this. I'm in Arizona. It's hot as a motherfucker. And I have my air conditioner on and I am hot. It's called the Human Meat Project.com. It's a real app. Okay, that's the wrong one. So let me, just a second. Hold on, y'all. No, it's going to be Just a second. Let me go here. I had it ready. Let me show you. It's called, yeah, the Human Meat Project. I forgot it. Sorry. I didn't put the project in. It's humanmeatproject.com. Humanmeatproject.com. And when this is put up, I'm going to tell you a little bit about this, and then you'll be able to go there and look at it yourself. The Human Meat Project is a project that people who don't have diseases, cancer, AIDS, or whatever, are donating their bodies. And the bodies are being donated to eat. Off of one, that's it, right there. Human Meat Project. This is not a joke. This is real. So on the Human Meat Project, they have health risks. The donors in medical conditions such as AIDS, HIV, and various diseases are not accepted. But to me, when I went through this, it seems that you could pick a date that you want to expire. I don't know. But this right here is very scary to me. And it says at the bottom that your whole body can feed up to 40 people. So let's go here. And who's going to eat this meat? They have an end date. So once you fill out an application with this company, you're not able to go outside of their Privacy Act. So they have an end date. Sometimes, if a donor is fully committed to donating their body to society, we can give them an end date service. For an end date service, a donor can choose any date they want to be harvest. So I don't know what they mean by harvest. I mean, I know what harvest is, but are they saying like now, I say, I don't want to be here anymore. I'm going to give my body. I want to donate it to be eaten. Well, not me. I'm sorry. So I did this because I want everyone to be aware. We have so many people of color who are missing and nobody's talking about it. We have a lot of children that are missing. Where are they? What's going on with the babies? Mothers, dads, guardians, grandparents, watch your children. Pay attention to your babies because you got sick old people who want your babies. Either to eat them, have sex, or something, whatever the fuck it is, watch your babies. And then the other thing I want to know is we're having people, strange people that are working in the fast food industry. I'm getting off of this right now. And I want to talk about how people who are in the fast food industry don't care. So I went through a fast food, this is maybe about 6 months ago. And this woman, young girl had long fingernails. Well, I got long nails, but I've lost them all except this one. They're real. She stuck her finger inside of my cup. So I said, I know damn well you're not serving me that drink with your fingernails inside of it. I said, turn the motherfuckers over so I can see what's inside of them. Your fingernails. She refused to do it. A lot of people, or well, I should say women, who have long fingernails, they don't clean them well. You're not supposed to see shit and other kind of shit underneath your nails. You're not going to come and stick your fingernails. I clean mine. I have a brush. That's what I do. But some people don't even do that. They rinse, and out. Some of them don't bypass. But then you have these women who are not cleaning their fingernails and they are serving a man, feeding their children. That's why we have a lot of diseases going on because there's a lot of people out there who are just funky. And I just have to say it. So I went to a place where they serve tacos. I won't give the name because I'm not doing any advertisement. The man took this finger right here and he turned around from the register. His ass was facing me in that little window. He took this finger right here and he scratched his crack. And that motherfucker proceeded to fix my food, put everything together. And I told him, who you giving that to? He said, "This is your order." I said, "I don't eat ass." You gave me your crack finger. You stuck your finger in your crack. I saw you. This one right here. And now you're going to feed me. Pay attention to your food. If you're getting sick, it's because probably the ice, a lot of the ice around has fecal matter inside of. You don't know what fecal matter? That's shit. A lot of people don't wash their hands when they shit. I've heard people plop, plop, fizz, fizz, and come right out the toilet and won't wash their damn hands. So be careful. Stop eating out. Learn how to cook. Maybe I'll do a show, a simple show to show you how to cook. Because right now you're eating a lot of fucking garbage. A lot of garbage. Okay. The next thing that I want to bring up is I want to help the dads who have problems with child support. What I want to let you know, whoever filed the case or whatever position, if you're not married and you're living together, California state, you stay together for 7 years, you are officially, legally married. It's called common law. Arizona, there is no common law. So if you are living with someone and you are accumulating property, cars, money, whatever, you better make sure that you have it on paper. Because if not, you ain't getting shit unless it's in writing. There's a lot of people who lose property because you're not securing yourself. So if you feel you want to live with this person, then you go ahead and make an agreement. And then you file it with oh my God, I had a fart right there, a brain fart. You file it with I can't remember what it is. I'll have to come back to it. And I just need to let you know I have a slight concussion, so I might do the senile thing on you. The clerk's office. That's what I wanted to say. Next time I'll have it written down. This is my first show, so I am a little nervous. So you have to file it with the clerk's office in your county, but you need to protect yourself. So if your partner pass away, they don't have a wife, and they don't have any children, the mom and dad is the first order. If the mom is not there, then it's the dad. If the dad is not there, then it's the oldest sibling. If the oldest sibling is not there, it goes down the tree to the next generation, which will be cousins. So protect yourself out there. Don't start living with people and you don't have your shit together. Because the in-laws and relatives who pretend that they like you, when death comes, you'll really see who a motherfucker is. They will fuck you up for everything that they hated, that they pretended that they liked you, and it's all bullshit. So protect yourself. Now, fathers. So if you get served a summons, and the summons you receive is about child support visitation, and custody. So if you get served something like that, and it says you have which is a summons, and it says you have a court date, you go to court and you try to talk to the judge. He's not going to listen to you because you're the respondent. The person who filed the summons against you for the child is the petitioner. Now, even if you decide to do it because you're not getting what you need done. So I want to let you know I'm not a lawyer. I am a legal advocate. I'm not practicing law, but I have a right to research and give you information. There are lawyers that will come after people like me. I'm the one and only. You'll never find anybody that is so knowledgeable in these areas. So now I'm going to tell you, go to court and the judge call your case. He's not going to listen to anything that you say. So when a mother or whatever parent, it could be a dad, file for child support, they're going to use whatever number they want. So if you're getting $500, $700 out of your check being garnished, Why? It's whatever last known job you had, that's what she's using or he's using. So you're going to get the highest child support. So what you need to do is, I suggest that when you get that summons, you need to go somewhere that someone can help you. You need to put together everything. If that mother is doing drugs or that dad's doing drugs, this is called wartime. You say whatever the fuck you need to say to get what you need done that's legal and that's right. No made up lies. Okay? No made up lies. That's not going to get you anywhere. So it has to be, you have to respond. In some states, you have 20 days. In some states, you have 30 days to respond. And in the response, you got to let the judge know. You got to fill out an income and expense. Let them know how much your bills are. Let them know how much all your bills are, your car payments, your house mortgage, your rent, whatever bills you have, cell phone, cable, whatever. You are to have that information reported so the judge can have in front. So then you could get a reasonable child support. But if you make big money, do what you need to do. So most of these moms and dads, they use their children. They use their children as a tool. I hate that. So now we're separating. I don't want to give you no pussy. So now you're going to fuck me up with my child? Okay, the husband. The woman. I ain't gonna let you see my damn child. We're a package deal. You cannot see this child unless you fuck me. That's bullshit. Stop using your fucking kids as a tool. If you can't get pussy and dick on your own, then I don't know what to say. But stop using your children. Period. Stop using your children. That's really bad. And that messes the kids up. You're putting the kids in the middle when actually the kids should be living a kid life and shouldn't be listening to both of y'all fuss. It's not about you. It's not about the woman. It's not about the husband. It's not about the wife. It's not about the girlfriend. It's about the baby. The babies, the children. Okay? So, if you are having problems out of the mom or the dad allowing you to visit your children, then what you need to do in your area is look for a modification. And that's called an order to show cause. You can have a divorce, and divorce has already been ruled on. You could go back to court with an order to show cause to let the judge know this motherfucker is not paying my child support. This motherfucker is supposed to be paying me spousal support, and I'm not getting shit for 6 months. So that's when you have to go in to the judge and let them know that the person that has the order is not following it. Just do it. Do what you need to do to make things right. All right. So if you have any questions at the end, or I don't know which, my producer, where he'll have you, where you can call in and ask me questions. And if you need more information, then you would simply use my Cash App. I didn't give it to you. But my Cash App is the $Legal43. Now, the next thing I want to let you know that when you are doing government applications, they're locking people up left and right. The FBI is. If you're doing a government application, you need to make sure that you pay attention to the questions that you answer. Government forms have a declaration at the bottom or somewhere within that application that says the information that you're given is to the best of your knowledge, and any information that is wrong is perjury, and you can go to jail. If you're trying to open up a group home and you answer, I didn't never have a record, I don't have a misdemeanor, they're coming after you. And it is 10 years, $250,000 fine. Okay? So people, be careful out there. Know your rights. Stop letting people take advantage of you. That's what people are doing. Taking advantage of you right now. So you buy something. and they say no refund. Are there signs indicating no refund? You're a patron. Take them to small claims court. That's what you do. Guess what? Small claims court is up to $5,000 and you cannot bring a lawyer. It's people to people. So that's an arena that you would be able to get. I wouldn't give a damn what it is. I'm going to get my money back and I am going to ask for a refund. And I go in the middle of the store and say, I don't see anything. And on back of my receipt, oh, it's too little for me to read. So being that you are a patron, you have a right. When you have applications that you are buying on the internet and it's a fraud, turn them in to the Federal Trade Commission. When you buy something online and that shit is not what they advertise and they refuse to give you a damn refund, turn it in to the Federal Trade Commission. The Federal Trade Commission used to be an organization that helped people with distribution centers. So one time I bought an iron and I broke it. And I called the distribution center and they gave me a new one for $8. You'll be surprised what your warranty will do for you. Stop throwing shit away. We have enough trash in the landfills. Get your money back. Let them handle that shit. Stop being cowards out there and stand up for your rights. Now, the next thing I want to talk about, I'm done with that. Now, this right here might fuck you up. I don't hear any women talking about this shit. I saw a show Saturday where the guy asked this man, oh, he was a woman. What made him a woman? He got frustrated and upset. He said he's a woman. He's a woman with man chromosomes. Okay? Now, he told the man who was doing this interview that he was a woman because his family accepted him. His family accepted him and his friends. And he looked like a fucking man. I ain't gonna lie. You ain't gonna make me say you a fucking woman. You fucking with my pussy lips. So let me tell you something. For all y'all out there want to know what a woman is, well, I'm gonna tell you my version. I'm a curvy big girl. I have a pearl tongue, which is called a clitoris. You got a fake pussy. Tell me, does that motherfucker get big like a dick? Then you don't have a pussy. Tell me if those lips swell up when you are excited, then you don't have a pussy. Tell me when you're about to come, and if you are a squirter and you squirting the whole bed like a fucking ocean, then you don't have a pussy. When you have cramps and your fucking ovaries are hurting you and you're swollen and irritable and you got all those fucked up hormones that we have, then you're not a fucking woman. When those nipples don't get hard, I mean, yeah, you got man nipples that get hard, but a bitch nipples, I'm saying bitch, I use that word a lot. But when a female nipples get hard, it goes to their pussy. Do you feel that? The next thing I want to tell you is that your body is taking that artificial pussy as an enemy. Your body is set up to get rid of foreign shit. So you go ahead and have the pussy surgery. Now, before you have the pussy surgery, you could come. How would you like to live a life where you can't even come? You could think about it. You can remember how it was, but you can never come again. So, because one day your body is going to reject that pussy. So I want to know what happens. Just because you have titties, these are real. Just because you have titties and a fake pussy and your cock has been chopped off and turned inside out doesn't mean you're a fucking woman. And you got some motherfuckers walking around or toe up from the flow up. Oh my God, you want me to tell you you look like a fucking woman when you look like a he, she, man. So for anybody who don't like what I just said, I don't give a fuck. I'm sitting on a pussy. I know what it feels. I can make my pussy move. Can you make yours move? Now, that's all I have for the topic today. Now, The next thing that I want to talk about is I'm going to tell you people. Now, there's a lot of people who are being evicted. In the state of Arizona, it takes 14 days. 5 days notice, and 7 days, once you go to court, then you got 5 days to move. 5 to 7 days, depending on the judge. That doesn't sound good. There's many, many things that you can do. If you feel in the state of Arizona that you have been evicted, you've paid your rent, and there's no reason to be evicted, you can appeal it. But for 6 months, you have to make your payment at the court downtown. Whichever court you went to, you have to make a payment. Then you have to do an appeal, and it's only 14 pages, and it has to go to Superior Court. You file it with that court sends it to Superior Court. And that's when you start getting your evidence together, and you have 6 months. So if you win, you get all that money back at the end. Okay? So pay attention. Now, if you are having problems with your landlord, you can't withhold the rent. You just can't. So if your landlord is giving you problems, you got shit falling down, there's a lot of slumlords ain't doing shit. So what you need to do is serve your fucking landlord a 5-day notice to quit, which means you got 5 days to get all this shit together. I got a fucking hole right here and I'm about to fall in it. If that shit is not done in 5 days, then you file a complaint with the housing department. And there's one in every county. Well, there should be. So the housing will sue them. And, well, actually, they won't sue them. They will give you a slip that says after they did their investigation, you won. You take that slip, use it as evidence to go with your summons when you file for either small claims or a civil suit. Anything over $5,000 is a civil suit. I want you to know. Now, so, and I saw, I don't know where it is, I'm going to have to research. There's people who just don't want to deal with shit. Well, right now, shit is fucked up. You can't let anything slip. Because if so, you'll be bent over without KY jelly and a reach around. That's copywritten and that's Sandra's. Thank you. Yep, that's hers. Sandra, I'm using your information. So, anyway, I just want you to know that we're going to talk about foreclosures now. In the state of California, it takes about a year. That's what a bank. Private money, I don't know exactly. I'll have to research and give you information. There's a lot of help for you if your home is going through foreclosure. Don't think that it's over. It's not over. So with a foreclosure, you could be foreclosed on if you have an HOA here in the state of Arizona. HOA can foreclose because you have not been paying your HOA dues. So you signed, or there's a paper that's in your CCRs. Those are your rules for the HOA. Can't do anything to the roof. A lot of things, whatever the HOA say that you can't do in that development. So regular foreclosure, if you have not made your house payment, a bank can give you a modification. But hard money, private money, they don't do modifications because hard money means that you have credit problems, you need quick money, you're pulling out your equity. But a bank can give you a modification. Now, so the foreclosure, you got a sale coming. You're going to be served with a document that tells you that there's a trustee. That trustee is a third party that is supposed to make sure that everything goes okay. At the bottom of that notice that you get, it says you have 30 days to dispute. 30 days to dispute whatever the problem is, and then you'll have a day in court. So if that doesn't happen, then before your foreclosure date, you should be seeking, if you have bad credit, then seek for hard money. Go for the hard money. Who gives a fuck about the interest? As long as you save your shit. Then you can get your credit together and then go to Fannie Mae. Fannie Mae right now have a program where credit is not an issue. Credit is not an issue. I don't have a napkin. Credit is not an issue. So they have a real good program, and the percentage, the interest rate, I think is 6%. But I'll know for sure next time. So when the foreclosure, if you stay in the house, you're gonna, after the sale. Oh, I have to tell you this too. So after the sale, you can get your home back if you come up with the money. 10 days. You have 10 days to get your house back. Now, say for instance, you don't do that. The new owners are going to contact you and let you know that they are the new owners. Then from there, if you're not out, they're going to serve you a notice and they're going to evict you. That's a 2-week process. So seek help. There's people out there that'll help you. Seek and you shall find. Now, the other thing that I want to talk about is if you own a home and the home, you have to pay taxes. In California, you have 5 years. Arizona, you have 5 years too. So, say for instance, you didn't pay your taxes on the 5th year, you decide, well, fuck it, I'm not going to do it. They send you a notice and tell you're in default and that your home is going to be auctioned off unless you do something about it. So, say you don't do anything and your home is auctioned off. All tax and assessors can take is the taxes that were due. Now, say for instance, the home had like $100,000 in equity. Well, that's your money. You can get that money back. You can get the money back. And the reason why you can get it back because the tax assessor can only take the money that was due. So, say for instance, the home sold for, say you had a bill of $7,000. The home sold for $207,000. Well, tax and assessors is only going to take the 7,000. Legally, that's all they can take. That $200,000 is waiting for you. So if you lost a home with equity, you need to get in contact. And some states only keep it for 1 year. Then there's other states that keep the information for 7, 10 years. So check it out and see if you had any property that was foreclosed on. Get in contact with tax and assessor and get your damn money. That's right. So stop giving money to people who are sending money that is not taking care of the United States people. So I saw today in Colorado, they were just bulldozing these people's shit. But you have to know that all of you fucking officers and government motherfucking officials, you ain't gonna have those jobs forever. One day your motherfucking ass is gonna be on the other side. You gonna reap what you sow. And I know that for a fact because I was a high end repo fucking collector. I didn't give a fuck about you. I will fuck you up from the floor up. This man and his brother came to fuck me up because I repo their vehicle. So I want to let you know that too. So say for instance, somebody owes you money and you got a judgment. You have various things that you could do to get your money back. You could tap a till with a sheriff. That means the sheriff will go out to their establishment and sit there all day and take all the money that they earn, not leaving anything in that till. Is called till tapping. The next thing you could do, whether a car is paid for or not, you could have that bitch picked up by the sheriff's department. The sheriff will take it to the federal clearance for auction, and whatever the fuck you get on that auction goes towards your bill. Whatever is left over is a deficiency on your judgment. So you could use somebody's vehicle, whether that motherfucker is paid for or not. You can garnish their wages up to 25%. You can tap their bank account and they'll put a freeze on their bank account to give you your money. So for every action, there's a solution. Every action, there's a solution. And then the other thing, what's with these coward ass bitches that they're calling Karen? Them motherfuckers. I am so sick of you coward ass motherfucking pussless bitches. The bitches that, oh, if I talk back to you, you're gonna call the police. So y'all motherfuckers better make sure you don't have any warrants. So them motherfuckers, if they call the police, you sit there and wait for them. And if them motherfucking cops come out there, police officers, and they don't do what they're supposed to do, you ask for a fucking supervisor or you ask for the watch commander. The watch commander is over that precinct. Watch commander. That's what you need to know. Fuck a supervisor in the field. Say, I'm ready to call the watch commander. And you call the watch commander. Or have one of your relatives do. But pay attention to what you're doing. Get your fucking license straight. Arizona, you can get your license straight in 24 hours unless you have a DUI. If you don't have a DUI, stop driving around. There's programs that can help you where you can get your license back. And I also want to tell you that if you don't have the money in Arizona to pay the monthly payment, all you got to do is let the clerk know I'm unemployed, and they'll give you 6 months, and you'll still get your license back. So you need to know that. The other thing is, I want to know why do we have so many evil people in the world? I want to put these hospitals on blast, but I don't know from my producer if I'm able to use their names. So I moved to a new area, and this area is motherfucking Mormontown, which I don't have a problem with. But this bitch called security on me like I had did some shit because I told her she was violating my motherfucking HIPAA rights. So when these Caucasian persuasion get somebody who's educated and fucks them up, they want to call the goddamn police. Well, you just keep calling them. So the bitch called the police. I mean, not the police. She called the damn security on me. And I told the security officer, well, I'm filing charges on her. So you need to know, everybody who goes to emergency, if that doctor and nurse is telling your personal business in front of everybody. When I went to the hospital, the PA, physician assistant, she telling all my pussy business to every motherfucker there. And I said, oh my God, you're telling my fucking pussy business to everybody. Oh, I'm sorry. That's a HIPAA violation. So for everybody, any hospital you go to, any fucked up doctor, they have a responsibility and they took an oath. File charges on them. It's called DOJ. Department of Justice handles HIPAA violations. You could get paid anywhere from $100 to $50,000 for these fucked up people who are in the hospital. I love all the good nurses and all the good doctors, but you got motherfuckers out here working who don't want to work. They just doing it because it makes a lot of money. Then they think they can talk to you any kind of fucking way. Well, I'm not taking it. I don't take it. You can call the fucking police. You can do what the fuck you want. But if they put their hands on me, you don't know who I belong to. You're going to have hell on your motherfucking hands because I'm going for bloods. I'm in the business of crushing balls, biting titties, and cutting a fat to some badass kids. I don't carry my pussy on my sleeve. So you can say whatever. Call me a bitch, a nigger, whatever the fuck you want. That's fine. Because I fly around on 2 broomsticks and a vacuum cleaner, and I don't give a fuck. I will crush your damn balls and take your titties off, too. Not literally, but paper-wise. So people, when these doctors and nurses and physician assistants and whoever else come out because people are losing their jobs or don't have jobs because they don't want to take that fucking vaccination shot, report them. Report these motherfuckers to the government. It's called HIPAA violation. There's an application that you need to fill out. It's called DOJ. Department of Justice handles HIPAA violation means that you are not able to discuss my personal business to the next person. So, but the white people, the Caucasian persuasion, they whisper. But my business, you want to say the shit so everybody can hear it. I said, so you going to tell my pussy business to everybody, huh? Shit. I don't like these hospitals out here where I am. And I was in a car accident. So then I had to go and have a MRI. And the man evidently didn't want to work. And he must not get too many people of color because when he saw me, he did like this. And I was like, what the fuck is wrong with him? Looking like a bushy werewolf. So this motherfucker says, well, have you ever had an MRI before? I said, yes, sir. Well, it's going to take 20 to 45 minutes. I said, I have nothing else to do. What's the problem? So he says, well, you need to get up and follow me. And I said, why are you talking to me like that? So he goes out and he started talking about me and I yell, that's a racist motherfucker out there. I'm not going to do her MRI because she called me a racist. Well, motherfucker, if you a racist, you a racist. Own up to that motherfucking shit. We can never be a racist because we didn't make this system. The system was made by you Caucasian persuasion. Oh, and the other thing I want to talk about, how you motherfucking Caucasian persuasion be talking about how niggers are crazy and they're bad. You motherfuckers are the worst. Whoever you are out there. The slaves were, what? I say re-raised by hillbillies. 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 The apple don't fall too far for the tree. You want to talk about how the black people are? They are, or not the, well, whoever the slave people and whatever they've done, it's because of the slave owners. The slave owners did this. You beat them. You fucked the men in the asshole, sucked their dicks in front of their wives. Breaking their dignity down. That's what you did. But you want to act like you didn't do shit. Y'all still fucking crazy. Y'all still crazy. I'll say it and I mean it. Y'all are fucking crazy. Y'all do some weird shit. Weird shit. All of a sudden, now all these white men are saying they got pussies in their women. What the fuck? We're not in charge of that. That's y'all. We're not in charge of the drugs. We don't have airplanes. We don't have ships. That's y'all. That's y'all doing the fucked up shit to this United States. Y'all motherfuckers is doing some fucked up shit. And you need to know, I'm fucking sick of it. I'm fucking sick of it. I'm fucking sick of all these retarded ass people. I say retards. That's my era. I'm not going to say special people. They're fucking retarded. So what I feel now is that we have special people that are working. These are the people, because a lot of people passed away from COVID. The people who are working now are the people who wore the helmets and rode the little short yellow bus with the dribble rag. What happened to the epidemic of crack children? What happened to all those babies that were born through the crack epidemic, LSD, and what else shit that was going on? Whatever fucking drugs was out there. Is that you motherfucking weirdos out here now that we're dealing with? Hey, what happened to the crack kids? Those motherfuckers that were born on crack, I don't give a fuck what you say, they have special problems. I took care of crack children. Oh my God. That's a handful. I wouldn't want that job ever. I don't have any kids. But you don't become a mother after you shit a baby out. You have to have it already in because gyp dogs leave they fucking babies and be ready to fuck again. So you got mothers who don't even want their fucking kids. So everything I have to say is the truth. If you don't like what I'm saying, then I suggest you go some fucking place else. Don't fuck with me. Do not fuck with me. Just keep it moving. Okay? Now, I want people to know that there is a voucher for your children. You know, they got this new thing now. You can't beat your kids' ass. You can't whoop their ass. But, hey, we don't give a fuck. We're going to whoop your ass. For all these kids walking around here, I'm going to put you in timeout. hitting your mama and shit, boy, I've been to crack your motherfucking head open if I had a kid and that motherfucker hit me. Call the police. It'll be worth it for me to go to jail. You want them? Take them. You take care of them. But I'm not having no disrespectful motherfucking kids. I don't have any, and I'm not going to deal with it. And I hate it. And the reason why I have emphasis on that is because when I was little, I grew up as an only child. I was raised by my great grandparents. And I jumped in the middle of the floor until I was 17 years old. And I used to talk to my grandma, scream and holler and all that shit. I never knew, but they allowed me to do that shit. Then I have a friend, she had twins, and them motherfuckers was talking to them like they weren't shit. And I said, you know what? You better beat them motherfuckers, because if you don't, they gonna fuck you up. You don't do what you're supposed to do with your children, they're gonna fuck you up. Now, why I say that? Because in the schools right now, Johnny is over in the corner. He's pulling his penis out and he's getting a blowjob. Those are the books and shit that are in some of the schools out here. They talk about pussy lips. Why do a baby have to know about that shit? Because they're running out of assholes to fuck. So now they're trying to groom the children. They're trying to groom the children. You better get a handle to your kids. It says, spare the rod, spoil the child. Fuck that timeout shit. I wish I would have a child throw something at me. You hit me, I'm going to hit you back. And that's where that shit goes. So I can't hit my kids, but I can send my kids to school to learn about, what's this bullshit? Binary and fucking, whatever the shit, LBGT, ABED, Z, XYZ, whatever the fuck it is. Yes, I don't have nothing against gay people. But when you start fucking with the children, and when you start fucking with my pussy lips, telling me that you're more woman than me, you would have to be more woman because you already have a person, and that's a male. So now you want to take the male, keep the male, and bring on the woman. So now you got two. We only got one. We only got one. And I'll tell you, I'm sorry that you weren't born with a pussy. I can tell you I love being a woman. That pussy right there is a special effect. It could be used as a weapon. It could be an ATM. How can I say an ATM? Well, some women set on a platinum diamond ATM. Yeah. And all you women out there fucking and sucking. I have something to tell you. You men who are walking around with that pussy breath, I want you to do something about it. That shit is killing me. You got motherfuckers all over the place who, when they talk, they smell like a fucking bag of rotten pussies. When we go to the bathroom, well, when I go to the fucking bathroom and I go into a stall and it smells like rotten pussy, I almost throw up trying to get out that motherfucker. So you got some men, I guess they like to eat dirty pussy. So all I can say is please brush your teeth. Oh, and the other thing I want you to know, that this dating thing that's going on out there, you got people, I saw it with my own eyes. Can't mention any names. They're booger eaters. So you go on a date with a man, you just meet him and you fucking kissing him and he's eating ass and eating rotten pussy. And what? He's a booger eater. You find out 6 months later, you catch him in the corner eating a booger. There's eye booger eaters and booger eaters. I saw it with my own fucking eyes. My own eyes. Be careful where you put your mouth. Be careful where you put your mouth. Women, wash your pussies. You gotta know that you're supposed to wipe your ass first in the back, wipe your pussy in the front. Don't wipe your ass to your front. Even though there's a new thing out there where men and women are eating ass. Shit. But you gotta know, by you eating that ass, it's got a special fucking something back there in that asshole that could give you a disease. Next, on my next show, I'll show it to you. But right now, I'm just hitting it lightly. But I want you to know that y'all need to do something. I'm tired of smelling stanky dick breath and pussy breath. Brush your teeth. You're around here thinking that people don't smell this shit. Look at their face. If they're frowning up, you better do a breath taste. Brush your teeth. Brush your gums. Brush your tongue. And all these women talking about they got a pH. Well, there is a pH. But you got a lot of bitches don't change their panties. You got a lot of bitches who fuck one man to another and not wash their pussy or dish their pussy out. So when you fuck a strange man or you fuck a strange woman, you're taking their body juices and then you putting that shit in your woman and then you wonder why that motherfucker's acting crazy. Because you done been out with a crazy ass bitch and now you done shot that shit inside the woman. When you have sex, you exchange fluid. Where do you think that fluid go? The man dick can only hold so much. That motherfucker goes soft, and then they have to pee wherever that is. I don't know because I don't have a dick, and I don't desire to have a dick. So that's not my thing. Well, so just douche and wash your asses, women. Some of you bitches go to the bathroom and that shit is rotten. Oh my God. When I say rotten, you could almost throw up. Wash your ass and stop fucking one after another and stop fucking and not getting nothing for it. You fucking men and letting them jump up in your pussy for free. For free. I'm not telling you to be a whore, but shit. If you gonna fuck and that motherfucker is a one-time date, I don't know. I just feel I have more value for myself. And it's not because I'm a big girl. It's because I have man problems. I do. But every man is not for you. It's some crazy motherfuckers out there. Oh my God. There's a lot of crazy men out there. I've been hearing horror stories. Oh, women. Men. Stop fucking giving those motherfucking Nigerian people on Facebook your motherfucking money. They're fucking you. So let me tell you what they do. They come after fat women. They come after fat men or homey looking motherfuckers or women that they think don't have enough confidence in themselves. I want to tell you, I got fooled like a motherfucker. So I got a message on Facebook. Supposedly it was fucking Rick Ross. And we talked, and this motherfucker sent me pictures. And then he fucked up because he said that he wanted me to come to Florida. And Rick Ross was somewhere else during that time. So I told the motherfucker, I know you're not Rick Ross. Tell me who your name is. And I'll still talk to you. You say you will? Yeah. That motherfucker, he was a stalker for 2 years. He was a hacker. You put your phone number on Facebook, that's how the motherfuckers find you. This motherfucker was coming to every platform I had. And then he talked about, he also put on Facebook that him and I were married and we had a baby. I ain't never shitted a baby out. He full of shit. So I know when they are from Africa. I can't give it away because if I do, they'll know how I know that they're from Nigeria, the continent, Africa, whatever. So they start their conversation, and they're doing this one now where I want to let you know, Cash App. They're doing one from Cash App. They're contacting people. They're doing Cash App and EBT. EBT is owned by the government. Nobody has that but the government. That's food stamps. That's the feds. So these people were telling people, you had won EBT. That's a lie. So you got to send the accountant $40. So when you do that, you open up the information for them motherfuckers to scam you. If you give them motherfuckers your Cash App username and your fucking password, they're going to fucking scam you. That's what they do. Cash App will never contact you. They will contact you. They will contact you through their app, not on Twitter, not on Facebook. Not on Instagram. They won't do it. That's all bullshit. Cash App, EBT, those are fucking frauders. Now, let's get back to the Nigerian or whoever they are in Africa. So I know over there a lot of people are poor, but it's just not fair to take advantage of people. I don't give a fuck what your circumstances are. So the first thing they'll start talking about is that, um, oh, you want to oh, so I got one from 2 months ago. This man wanted me to believe that he was Bootsy. I love you, Bootsy badass. I love your ass. You a fucking Scorpio. I love your ass. Anyway, I love all your music, your newer music. But anyway, he pretended he was Bootsy. And I told him, motherfucker, you ain't no Bootsy. He was like, yeah, man, have you ever been to my concert and all this shit? I said, you are not fucking Bootsy. But anyway, there's a lot of people out there pretending that they're somebody else. So when I catch them, I send the information to who it belongs to, but they don't never fucking get the information. Nobody never says, thank you, bitch, for giving me this information. But that's what I do. I give the information for who is being stalked. Oh, and then the other person is Cardi B. I love your motherfucking ass. I love you, Cardi B. So anyway, so what they do is they take your money, they say you want a prize, and what I need to do is have my accountant get in contact with you, or they want you to be, what's that damn shit, a sugar baby. So they want you to give them your bank information so that so you can send a fee. Oh, my accountant couldn't send it. Now you know, motherfucker, well, when you send a cash app, they take the fee out. So why would I pay this motherfucker $40 for some shit that Cash App already does? I told the motherfucker, if you're going to send me my money, send it. I'm not giving you shit. Shit, that's how a prize go. Take it out of my winnings. You ain't getting shit from me. People, stop being, I know you lonely. Find you some place to be happy. And these motherfucking men pretending that they are men, they're liars. They are on dirt floors, no shoes, hair uncombed, many water bottles. They talk in a cafe, an internet cafe is where they use, and that's why they say, oh, we don't want to be here. Let's go to what's it called? WhatsApp. Let's go to WhatsApp because WhatsApp is free for them. I believe that they have some type of way to get into WhatsApp and piggyback on your internet. I really believe that. I don't have any proof. I have to do some more research. But fuck WhatsApp. I'm not fucking going to WhatsApp. WhatsApp is used for scams. You could use it for international calls, but I wouldn't fuck with nobody in the States or nobody randomly that says, "Oh, come to WhatsApp." Those are frauders. And on WhatsApp, they had a Illuminati frauder. This motherfucker said he was with Illuminati. A white man contacted me with glasses and a beard, and he wasn't fucking Illuminati. I told him he wanted me to give him how much money he wanted me to give him. He was inviting me, and I had to give him $2,500. And I did research, and I said, you know what? I said, you full of shit. They just did an article. One of the sheriffs said that this is what y'all was doing. It has nothing to do with the Illuminati. Illuminati don't take money. Stop giving these motherfuckers $2,500. This old man gave him $2,500, never got shit. So if that's what you want to do, then you need to seek another way. Fuck WhatsApp. WhatsApp is fraud. And that person on WhatsApp that's doing Illuminati is a frauder. The person on WhatsApp who's selling hair is a frauder. It's a fucking fraud. So once you send your motherfucking money, it's over with. Don't buy no cars from another country and send it by Western Union. That's bullshit. It's all bullshit. It's all fucking fraud. Fraud is everywhere right now because a lot of the Caucasian persuasion they have lost their jobs. So they're doing whatever they can do to make money. So you better watch out. Watch out. They're even stealing deeds. They're stealing deeds, putting their information on the deeds on homes that are paid for. They get a loan on the home, and then the next thing you know, you're getting a notification saying that you're fucking in foreclosure when your house was paid for. Be careful. Check your deeds. Make sure everything is in order. Make sure whoever you're around, they're not fucking you without KY jelly and a reach around. So please, wake up and see what's going on out here. Don't be so upset where you feel that it's too much going on. I don't want to deal with it. And I'm going to be like an ostrich where I put my head into the ground. You need to fight back, people. We have war against the people. Without us, the government has no fucking money. Why would you send billions of dollars over to fucking, what the fuck is that? Ukraine. What about all the fucking homeless people we have here? Mr. President, what you gonna do for the motherfuckers here? These people put you in office, and all you doing is taking their fucking money, making your pockets fatter. I'm with Mr. Trump. Hey, Mr. Trump. That's what I'm talking about. All those Democrats right now is welfare, and the Democrats getting more wealthier. Trump had his own motherfucking money. Don't come fucking with me about Trump because I love his ass. I know he got some fucked up about him. Nobody is perfect, but still, I'm a Trumper. And I don't give a fuck who knows it. Come and fuck with me. I have a right to be whoever the fuck I want to be. And I don't fucking like Democrats. Look at that goddamn Obama. Mr. Obama. He didn't do a motherfucking thing for the black people, the minorities. His fucking brother is talking about him now. He did stuff to make his people fatter. His brother said allegedly that he wasn't raised by his dad, by their dad. He was raised by the mom. So the brother says he's weak. And he's a Trumper. And he's in Africa. So Obama passed this law for the homosexuals. I wonder why. Why did you do that? You a Muslim? You know Allah don't like frowns on that. Somebody must have paid you to do that shit. I'm assuming. I'm so disappointed in Obama. I am so disappointed in him. I'm so disappointed. But your man is fucking up. That fucking Biden, they even showed him, I don't even know if it's true, allegedly with a mask on, but that motherfucker is fucking up. He is fucking up big time. He is fucking up. I'm so hurt for you Democrats. You didn't get what you wanted. He didn't do anything that he was supposed to do. And guess what? You know that motherfucking stimulus pay? That was bullshit. Everybody didn't get that motherfucking check, Mr. Biden or President Biden. Everybody didn't get that check. I checked around. There was a whole lot of people never got shit. So where'd the fucking money go? Who's the people out there got a stimulus check? I got one when Trump was in office, but I sure in the fuck didn't get one when Biden came. And no, when he's supposed to send all this money out, I guess he had it recycle, and sent it back to his people. Because he went in $100,000 wealthier, and now he's a multi-millionaire. How did that happen? All these people who are hungry, all these people who got babies. Oh, and I have nothing wrong with the immigration. Okay, but I do have to say this. There's a hotel in New York. The government pays them $50,000 a day for every immigrant to stay in that hotel and to feed them and do whatever else they need to do. Why won't you do that for the homeless people? And put a jail inside the hotel for the motherfuckers who's fucking up. So they fuck up, put them in jail, and kick their ass out. Because you know it's going to be some assholes. Why aren't the people of the United States in a hotel? Where are these people supposed to go? This land is not yours. This land belongs to God. Y'all took it. Y'all came from England here and brought your trash with you because y'all motherfuckers didn't take a bath. The fucking Indians had to teach them motherfuckers how to bury their shit. Here they are taking a fucking shit where everybody can see them And the Indians had to show them how to fucking bury their shit and bury their dead. And the motherfuckers wasn't taking a bath. They was using perfume with funk. Oh, and I got 3 moles. Where is they at? I have a mole here. I got a mole there. And I got a mole there. So if I was over there during that time, they fucking burn me up because they'll say I'm a witch. That's the crazy, idiotic bullshit. And the white powder on the fucking wigs with lice. And then you bring that shit over here. I just don't know what to say. I'm so disgusted in the bullshit that's going on. When are y'all gonna fucking wake up? Without the people of the United States, there is no government. How are they gonna get money? What if everybody didn't go to work for a week? Didn't go to work, didn't buy nothing, didn't spend any money. What do you think would happen? What do you think would happen? Y'all need to wake up. Can't be done by one person. It takes more than one person to get us where we need to be. Everybody else, I don't know who the leaders are out there. I don't think there's any motherfucking leaders. So I don't fucking know who the leaders are, but I'll tell you, I don't fucking know. Oh, I do want to say something. I want to talk about Al Sharpton. Mr. Al Sharpton, you only come out when there's film. What can I say? Cameras, action, light. That's the only time you come out. I called you when my niece was murdered by the police in San Bernardino. You never answered. Who was the other? Oh, Jesse Jackson. Never answered, never returned my call. And my ex-husband was a Muslim. And they say if you call a certain word that they're supposed to come. I called, where was it? In Chicago and New York, I think. I called and spoke to one of the people there. And I called a special word because I needed help. My niece was killed by the police. And guess what? Nobody ever called me. Never. So I don't have any faith in any of y'all. You only about glory and money. That's it. If there's no money involved, Al Sharpton's not coming. If there's no money involved in TV, Jesse Jackson's not coming. I know that for a fact because none of them returned any calls. So they're not leaders. I don't know who they are. It's some coward ass people around now. It's some coward ass people. And I'm saying just letting people just do whatever. Just do. I was limited on what I could do because she wasn't my child. But if she was mine, I'll still be advocating for their asses to be fired. So when they found out my niece was a girl, they said, the detective says, oh, I didn't know she was a girl. I said, well, that's who you shot, a girl. She had just graduated out of pharmacy school. And they shot her, I think it was 21 times. Yeah, because of somebody else. Be careful who you give rides to. You don't know who people are. This man was in the store, robbing the store while she gave him a ride. Yep, and he shot her. He's serving time right now. He shot her many times. She got out, put her hands up, and this motherfucker shoot at the police, and they opened fire. That's what the bitch did. But he lived, but she died. So be careful with your children. And people need to know that you got to pay attention. And that's just the way it is. You got to pay attention, especially now. You need to also go find you a store, buy you 50 pounds of beans, whatever kind of beans you like, 50 pounds of rice, 50 pounds of sugar, 50 pounds of flour, cornmeal, and all of that. If something happens, people, and people don't have food, if you cook, you're going to have to cook without seasoning. Now, I know that because my grandmother, she told me to make sure that if something bad happened, the world is in a disaster, cook with no seasoning. So that's what you need to do. You better start getting those canned goods, or you better start canning, or learn how to can, because when the shit hits the fan, and you better find some place to hide your shit, because people are gonna come and try to take your house, try to take your food, try to do whatever they can do to you. So people, make sure that you're taken care of, because times are iffy right now. And please make sure you have enough toilet paper to wipe that ass. You better start doing that shit now, because you never know when there's no shit paper. So they had crazy people out there fighting over shit paper. I don't even know what you would wipe your ass with if you didn't have toilet paper. I don't fucking know. I guess you have to get in the bathtub and wash your ass if you don't have any toilet paper. I don't know how you would do that shit. But anyway, a lot of things, these are difficult times. Oh, and then I want to let everybody know. So if you're having problems with your utilities and you don't have enough money to pay for your utilities, every citizen in the United States have the capability of getting money on their utilities. In Arizona, I haven't checked with the new increase. The previous increase was $950. Yes, for your utilities. There is help out there. You can contact your mayor's office or your governor's office to find out what assistance they have for homeowners to get their mortgages paid, renters to have their rent paid. That money is there. It's millions of dollars sitting there, but a lot of people don't know. Go do what you need to do. Stop being so proud. You need to be humble. I used to be proud like that. I didn't want nobody doing shit for me. I wasn't taking no fucking handouts. But guess what? I paid enough motherfucking taxes where I'm able to get whatever fucking resources I want, because I put a lot in. So I'll never forget this Caucasian persuasion woman told me my insurance, I was having a problem with my insurance. And so she said, okay, I was going to go, I was having an asthma attack. I'm going to go to the hospital. You shouldn't go to emergency. That's for people in emergency. I said, let me tell you what, motherfucker, that I paid enough taxes for people on welfare and what the fuck ever, that I could go to any emergency I want to. Now, if you feel that way, then you stay there and be sick. So if you're sick, you don't have insurance, just go through ER and do what you need to do. Don't sit at home. I mean, if you feel comfortable after COVID, or if you have a good hospital, or even there's doctors who are making house calls again. I don't want to do a video call. That's not worth it. You got to be there in person to see my ass. Shit, I got too many curves and fat spots. I don't need no motherfucker looking at me on camera. I need for you to come and feel around what the hell you need to do. So there's programs out there for you. If you want to buy a home, there's programs in California, anywhere from $20,000 to $35,000. You also have in Arizona, there is a program, a voucher program to help you first time buyers to buy a home. Just make sure if you're going to buy a home that you don't go over your budget, because work is iffy right now. So you have to be careful of everything that you do. Get you a pad, and so many fucked up things going around, you just got to write shit down. So people, use your resources. Use your resources to help you. Stop being proud. Go get help. Stop being put out on the street. Go get your utilities. I'm not going to tell you about welfare. I'm not anti welfare or food stamps, but some people need that. That's for them. But there's other things for people. Even if you make a lot of money and your bills are high, you still could qualify how many people are in your household to get resources. It's not just for people who are on welfare, it's for the working class too. And because the world is going to shit, there's more resources out there for the people. You can get your rent paid. You can have your utilities. In Arizona, we have electric. I don't know if they have a program for gas. Oh, and then the other thing I want to tell you, so with the utility companies, The utility companies will allow you to write 3 bad checks before they put you on cash only. So, when they send you a notice telling you that they're not going to, you get ready to get shut off in 3 days, and you call them and say, beg them, please give me arrangements. And they say, no, we're sorry, you don't have that capability. What goes over that is the utility commission, the corporate office. Call one of those executives. It's in every state. It's either going to be Commission of Utilities or Utility Commission. Utility Commission is not for wireless phones, which we need. It's only for landlines, your electric, gas, and what else? And that's it. I don't know. They don't do it for water, but you could call them and tell them what's going on. I lost my job and I wrote 3 bad checks. I thought I would have money in between, or now they won't let me get arrangements. Can you please help me? They can help you. They can help you. Okay? So there's a lot of resources for you. You're going to get in contact with either the city that you're from, the mayor's office, the governor's office. All of those places have funds to take care of their citizens. So if you're not using the money, what you think they're going to do? They're going to take that money and try to funnel it somewhere else. Not everybody who's in office is a good person. Oh, and I need to let you know. So do you know that if you have a felony, as long as that case is over with, you can run for office? So look, we got people up there who is crooked as shit in Congress because you can have a fucking record and still be a senator. You can have a fucking record and run for president. Yes. Senator, whatever position, as long as that case is not going and it has been completed, you can run for office. So do you know that we have criminals, real criminals, in the White House? And who did that motherfucking cocaine belong to? Who did that fucking cocaine, they say, or cocaine-like substance? Who that shit belong? So they having big ass parties, huh, in the White House? Big parties. Well, I don't know what to say. This is a sad situation for people who don't give a fuck about us. All they care about you for a short time is your fucking vote. After that, you're pudding. I don't owe you shit. I ain't gonna do shit. They gonna satisfy those favors. Allegedly. But you know the game. Y'all doing some fucked up shit up there in the White House. And then, why is all the motherfuckers old? How come everybody's a fucking senior? We don't have any young people who are smart enough to be up in there and grab their balls and shit and do what the fuck you have to do. I'm gonna run for senator. Trump say if a woman does something wrong, grab her by the pussy. Well, you better watch out. This gonna be the big titty senator. You fuck with me, I'm grabbing that dick. I'm grabbing them goddamn balls. I want to see what the fuck's going on down there. That's what Trump says. So I'm taking the female side of that. So just to let you know, if we have any questions, if there's people out there who want to call and ask questions, this would be the time. Do we have any callers? The phone number is 480 8. What is the phone number? 480 848 0021. If you have any questions that you want to ask me, if I'm able to help you. Nobody? Nobody with any questions? Participants? Nobody want to participate? Okay. Well, anyway. So I want to let you know if your wages are being garnished due to the fact that you owe money to a collection agency, what you need to do is you have a right to have a hearing, to let that judge know. I got so many garnishments going, I can't afford another one. And the judge will work with you. And sometimes they'll set it aside. So you could do that. The other thing is that if you have collectors calling you and them motherfuckers keep calling you, you need to give them a cease and desist order. Do not call me anymore. Communicate with me only by mail. Do what it is that you need to do. Don't call this phone number again. If you do, I'm filing charges. Make sure you record everything, take pictures of anything. You could get $1,000. You could possibly get your bill paid by the collection agency if they're violating you. If someone call you from a collection agency telling you you're going to go to jail, that's bullshit. Bullshit. The only place I know that you can go to jail for a debt is Texas. Some people even went to jail for when you have a no-show, when you go to a doctor's office, and then they were not showing up. So the doctors could bill you for that, and they were locking people up for that. Also, I want to tell you about bad checks. If y'all out there writing bad checks, you're going to jail. $25, you can go anywhere from a year to 5 years. The next time I have my show, which will be next Thursday at the same time, I'll give you the states and what happens when you write a bad check. Now, if you're writing a check and it bounces, I don't encourage bad checks, but if you've written a bad check to a grocery store, they're not going to come after you. They're not going to come after you. They come after you when you write checks for merchandise, clothes, shoes, jewelry, any kind of item. You write a check and it comes back, then you're going to jail. The other thing is you have people out there who are having services done to their home. And in California, if you have services done and you don't pay for it or you fucking put a stop payment, that is illegal. And say, for instance, the service was new carpet or the service was your kitchen being remodeled and the shit bounces or something happens, they could put a mechanic lien on your home and force it to sell in the state of California. Arizona, they don't operate that way. Arizona's 5 years behind. So people come from other places that they've done fucked up shit. Then they come to Arizona trying that shit. So you get your license here for 20 years. But that's a long 20 years because your shit could be suspended. Your shit, who knows? And you have to get a new license. So we used to be able to get our license on demand right then and there. But now, since COVID, they mail them to you and give you a temporary. So, people, research. Oh, so can someone please tell me how a doctor can get 1 star? And he's in a group of Google. He's in a group of Google as a top 10 orthopedic. I would like to know how that shit goes. How do you get a 1 star? Well, fuck that. I'm not fucking with no 1 stars. If you're not a 5 and I can't read any reviews, you need to check your doctors out. Because a lot of doctors have problems. So, check your doctors out, do a review on them. And if they're certified, you can call the board and check them out and see what's going on. And the doctors have an oath to treat you with respect. So if you have, what is it called? I think it's called the 10-3 rule or the 10 red rule. What is it called? I think it's the 10-3. I don't know for sure. I'm not going to say what it is. I'll say it next time. But there's an ethic rule on doctors on how they're supposed to treat you. So if you get a doctor who's racist or thinks he can talk to you any kind of way, file charges on these motherfuckers. Break them. This is the time to break them. File charges on the motherfuckers. And you will file charges also with the DOJ, Department of Justice. It's who goes after fucked up doctors, fucked up physician assistants, fucked up nurses. It's a lot of them. Just because you work in the medical field don't mean that you're good. Not everybody is meant to be in that field. You got the people who handle the dead people. I couldn't. You got the people who can take blood. I could take blood. Depends on what kind of blood it is. Not an animal being killed, but surgery or something like that. I could look at a surgery, a heart surgeon, surgery. But there's a lot of things that are going on now. And on my next show, I will have more information for you on different things that are happening out there that you need to know about. Wake up, people. Wake up. I'm going to take an intermission. Can I take an intermission, please? Hi, to my producer. Can I take an intermission? Can I have an intermission? I would like an intermission. Okay, thank you. So tell me, am I on intermission? Intermission? I'm on an intermission? Oh, I want an intermission for 2 minutes. A 2 minute intermission. So I can go, I'm going to call you. So I can go to the bathroom. Am I still live? Oh, yeah, I'm still live. I'm human, like the next person. May I have a 2 minute intermission so I can go to the bathroom? Yes, I got you right now. Okay, thank you. Okay, I'm gonna leave. Am I on intermission? I don't know. Live. Okay. I just want to tell everybody thank you for joining me tonight. If you have any questions that you need answered, we're going to get it together. This is new. So if you want some suggestions, I could do topics, not the whole program or what you need to do. But I want to thank you all for coming out tonight. I appreciate your participation so much. And this is Apple J with the spicy lips. And I don't take any prisoners. I crush balls, bite titties, and cut the fat to some badass motherfucking kids. And with all of that, I say good night. See you next Thursday, 9 p.m. sharp, or maybe a little bit after, but be here. I have some exciting stuff for you next week. Have a good one, y'all. God bless you. God bless you.